Hi, it's Julie, and I'm sharing my one-of-a-kind dad card today. Here's a picture of it for you. And this is based on our assignment from the online card classes, Summer Camp 2, and this is my Day 2 card. I've chosen a color palette based on the color palette given to us, and one of the cards that was presented to us had a sentiment that was stamped in multicolors, so I chose to cut mine from papers in the basic gray offbeat set that I just showed a moment ago. I've cut the letters with my silhouette die cut, and I'll have the names of the fonts for you on the website. I'm also using Stampin' Up! I always get the name mixed up. It's Coffee Crumb, no, Crumb Cake. And I have decided to cut a small strip of some Urban Papery black distressed paper to add to the front of the card. I wanted to divide the card up with the stripes strip on the left and add the black strip of paper to give it a nice border on the left hand side. So you'll see here I'm going to add that, and that strip of black is about 1/8 of an inch wide, and just adding some adhesive. I'm added a little bit too much, but I didn't want to waste too much adhesive off the part that I'm going to be trimming off in just a second. So, and then I go a little bit easier with the adhesive. Sometimes I'm an over adhesive person, so I'm trying to learn to cut back a little bit. You don't want to cut back too much because then you're going to have a card that's falling apart. So use it, don't abuse it. So here's a picture of my card once again. So I took the letters and kind of placed them out on the card to get the width I wanted, and I wanted to be able to leave a little bit of the crumb cake. It's crumb cake is what it's called. On both sides of the word and give it a nice border. So using the Tim Holtz ruler, I used the grid mark, and I would have to look, but that's either 1/8 of an inch or 1/4 of an inch. I think it's 1/8 of an inch. Each of those little grid marks, and I used that to put the measurement from the black line in and on the edge, on the right hand edge, and just drew a very light pencil mark. So this will allow me to line up my sentiment and keep it blocked or in a block format. So now I'm just laying out the letters back onto the card and making sure I like the spacing vertically. What I could have done is taken a pencil and added another line, but I decided to forego the extra pencil lead lines, and fortunately this cardstock is very forgiving with the pencil lines. So now I'm taking some Tombow Mono Multi liquid glue, and I'm actually just lifting the letters up just enough, trying to keep them in place the best that I can. They're still a little tacky from being on the Silhouette cutting mat, and I've put it in super fast motion because I wanted you to see the process, but I didn't want you to wait for how long it took me to actually glue all of these letters down. It's not that gluing the letters down is difficult or a long process. I'm just a slowpoke, and it takes me a long time to do it. So enjoy the fast motion. So after all of the letters are glued on, I took a heat gun to it just to make sure it was dry before I started to erase. And this is just a white eraser, and I like using it. It's a little more forgiving. Some of my pink erasers, when they get dry and hard, then they'll smudge your pencil lines. But this is really easy, and like I said before, the craft paper here is really forgiving on the pencil lines. Not only are the lines light, but it holds up to the erasing. And I remembered I wanted to add a strip of the striped paper to the inside of the card. I'm always forgetting to add this kind of detail to the inside of my card and carry it through. I don't always remember to put sentiments either, because I end up wanting to write use up the space for writing. So my friend Shay is always doing this, and she has really clever ways, and I just chose to do something simple this time. I love to see the things she comes up with the inside of her cards. So that's the finished card. I hope you liked it, and thanks for watching, and hope to see you again soon.